Let me tell you about a voice. Not this voice, but the one inside. The one that whispers. It tells me what's right and what's not, when to leave and where to go. It does not speak in memorable lines. My inner voice always gives it to me straight. Tells me who my real friends are, when to say yes, when to say no, whether the person sitting next to me is the one I'll be spending the rest of my life with, or not. Sometimes that voice is crystal clear. Go, stay, right, wrong. Sometimes it merely whispers. Don't let it drown in a noisy world, because in the end, no man, woman, or algorithm knows what's right for you. Always trust your inner voice.
You can buy a house, but not a home. With money, you can buy a clock, but not time. With money, you can buy a bed, but not sleep. With money, you can buy food, but not appetite. With money, you can buy a doctor, but not good health. With money, you can have insurance, but not safety. And this is the problem that we all have. There are things that you cannot buy with material wealth, with money.
If you want to be successful, learn from the other people's mistakes. Don't learn from the successful stories. No matter how smart you are, you will encounter these mistakes. When these mistakes come, this suffer comes, you know how to deal with it, how to face it. The book I want to write is Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. Life is not how much we achieved, it's how much we go through the tough days.
What does school teach you about money? And the answer is nothing. And that's not a mistake. That's not an accident. I knew that. Most people know that. But the way to keep the poor and middle class working hard is never teach them what the rich know.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. If I had to know everything about connecting people before I got started, I never would have built Facebook. Movies and pop culture just get this all wrong. The idea of a single eureka moment is a dangerous lie. It makes us feel inadequate because we feel like we haven't had ours yet.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man, who are they? Don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
I noticed that when you're too friendly, too kind, and too social, people start showing you disrespect. They take your kindness for weakness and think they can walk all over you. People start underestimating you, thinking you're soft just because you're a good person. But the moment they push you too far, they're going to see a whole different side of you, a side they ain't ready for. If you're always being nice, always doing things for them, they'll keep expecting it. And eventually, they'll think they can take advantage of you, run over your shoes like you ain't even there. That's when you gotta step up. You gotta step up and show them a side they've never seen before. Just because you're nice, just because you're showing love, doesn't mean you gotta tolerate their BS. Matter of fact, that saying, treat people the way you want to be treated, is BS. I can give you mad respect, show you love all the time, but if I don't get that respect back, I ain't obligated to keep being nice. Some people don't deserve your kindness. Some people deserve to be checked. And some people, they gotta learn the hard way what respect really means. So remember, just because you got a good heart, doesn't mean you gotta take.
Listen to me very carefully. By age 25, you should be old enough to realize this. Most people never understand number 6 until they're 40. 1. Life is 100% better when no one knows anything about you. 2. You shouldn't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. 3. Everyone will show you who they are, just give them time. 4. You need to be smart enough to create your own opportunities. Don't wait for them to come to you. 5. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. In life, you must take action if you want to experience freedom. Lastly, 6. You will always have some sort of conflict going on in your life. You must learn to enjoy life while still solving them. There's beauty in everything we experience. You just need to adjust your perception. You can either cry in the storm or dance in the rain.